Hello viewers, today is episode 10, Language Movement. You by now know that I'm following a book written by myself, Our Bangladesh. This book is written to bring the history to the next generation, history of Bangladesh, history of Bangabandhu, history of freedom fighting, Mukti Juddha, present Bangladesh to the future generation, so that we all can be connected. Let us begin. From the beginning, West Pakistan rulers exploited East Pakistan politically, socially, and economically. Then they did not even deter from attacking the language of East Pakistan, present Bangladesh. Despite a greater number of Bengali-speaking people in East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, the West Pakistan rulers declared that the state language would be Urdu instead of Bengali. But the Bengalis did not conform to the imposition, so protests and movements erupted. Taking the demand of the state language at the top, Tamaddun Majlis first initiated the movement. Professor Abul Qasim led the movement, and many others also played important role. The father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, had a great role in the language movement. As a young man, he created atmosphere for the movement at that point. The great leader was also imprisoned several times for this reason. During the language movement, he was in jail from where he played an important role in organizing the whole movement. To know more about the background of the movement, we need to look back. On 19th March 1948, Pakistan's Governor General Muhammad Ali Jinnah had to come to Dhaka. After the partition, this was his first visit to Dhaka. On 21st March, in a mass reception at the racecourse ground, which is known as Sohrabdi Uddan, he declared that Urdu shall be the state language. Hence, the protest sets off. On March 24th, in another meeting in the Karjan Hall, Dhaka University, Jinnah stated again that Urdu and Urdu alone would be the state language of Pakistan. Instantly, the students shouted in protest, "No, no, no." In demand of the state language, the movement began to grow intense. On March 11, 1950, Dhaka University Rashtrabhasha Sangram Parishad, Dhaka University Language Action Committee was formed, and Abdul Motin was its convener. That's him. On 26th January 1952, the then Prime Minister of Pakistan, Khaja Nazimuddin, said Urdu alone shall be the state language of Pakistan. But the majority of the people of Pakistan lived in Bengal, and they spoke in Bengali. So a storm of protest erupted all around. Yes, you can see that. The whole country was reverberated with the slogan, "We want Bengali as the state language." In Bengali we call it রাষ্ট্রভাষা বাংলা চাই। আমার সাথে তোমরা please say it with me. রাষ্ট্রভাষা বাংলা চাই। In the evening of 20th February 20, in the same year, a meeting of Central Rashtrobhasha Sangram Parishad, Central State Language Action Committee, was held with Abul Hashim in the chair. To prevent programs of protests, the government declared Section 144, means curfew. The students were adamant to break the declaration of Section 144. Abdul Matin, Ghaziul Haq, and many others also took a firm stance. Next day was 21st February, 8th Falgun. At 11 a.m., the students held a meeting at Amtala, Dhaka University. In that meeting, thousands of students from even schools and colleges from Dhaka gathered in Dhaka University campus. In small groups, they went out shouting slogans. We want Bengali as the state language. In Bangla, we call it রাষ্ট্রভাষা বাংলা চাই। Please say it with me. রাষ্ট্রভাষা বাংলা চাই। As police opened fire at processions, Rafiq, Salam, and Barkat died on the spot. Salam died in the hospital. A young boy named Ohiullah was also martyred that day. Subsequently, intense protests broke out around the country. Next day, 22nd February, was another day of mass protests, and police perpetrated extreme atrocities on that day. People said janaza prayers, funeral prayers, for the deceased and brought out mourning processions. Police and military personnel beat them up with sticks, fired bullets, and oppressed them with bayonets. As a result, some youths, along with Shafiur Rahman, were killed, and many of them were arrested. Ganaparishad, Constituent Assembly, passed a bill acknowledging Bengali as one of the state languages of Pakistan. Later on, 16th February 1956, National Assembly discussed the issue, and at some point, as per the amendment proposal by Adeluddin from Faridpur, both Bengali and Urdu were recognized as the state languages of Pakistan. Long history, long loss. Dear viewers, just for mother language, Bangladesh had to fight, had to shed blood. It's very precious. We speak Bengali wherever you are. It's our pride. I hope you understand that. Try this language all the time at home. My two sons, they speak very well Bangla. They try, they understand the importance. They try their best at home. Please try yourself. Thank you for being part of us. Follow us at www.ourbangladesh.info. This is Dr. Firdaus Khandekar.